Imagine waking up every morning with no idea why you're doing what you're doing. That feeling of emptiness. It's like you're on a never-ending treadmill, running faster but going nowhere. Here's the uncomfortable truth. You're not alone. Most people live their lives this way, hustling hard but lacking real happiness. Does this hit home? It should, because understanding this truth is the first step towards a dramatically happier life. Now, listen close, because we're about to explore the raw, unfiltered path to genuine happiness. You're stuck in a loop, overthinking every decision, questioning every move you make. It's like trying to read a book in a pitch-black room. You feel the bumps and edges, but can't make sense of the words. Does this struggle feel familiar? You overanalyze your past, worrying about future outcomes that are completely out of your control. Overthinking becomes your default setting, trapping you in a mental fog. Sandeep Maheshwari often speaks about how overthinking can consume our lives, making us blind to the present moment. It feels like being in a maze with no way out, constantly questioning, is this the right way? But here's the secret. There's a map, and I'm about to hand it to you. 1. The rule of 3 S's. Simplify, streamline, succeed. Let's begin with the rule of 3 S's. Simplify your life to streamline your path to success. Picture this. You're carrying a backpack. Every worry, commitment, or unnecessary task adds a stone. Soon, the weight becomes unbearable. Simplifying means tossing out those unnecessary stones. As Bruce Lee said, it's not the daily increase but daily decrease. Hack away at the unessential. Example, if social media drains your energy, cut back. Streamlining involves focusing on what truly matters. Is your goal success in your career? Prioritize tasks that push you towards that goal. When you simplify and streamline, you naturally succeed because your energy is directed, not scattered. Takeaway: evaluate your tasks today. Remove one that doesn't serve your happiness. 2. The 1% rule. This principle is about incremental improvement. Imagine building a wall. Each day, you lay one brick perfectly. Over time, you'll have a sturdy wall. The 1% rule is about making small improvements consistently. James Clear, author of Atomic Habits, states, habits are the compound interest of self-improvement. Let's dive into an example. Want to read more? Start with 1 page a day. Slowly increase that number. It's about making micro adjustments that, over time, lead to major transformations. The key is consistency, not intensity. Takeaway: pick one habit today. Improve it by 1%. Watch it grow over time. 3. The gratitude matrix. This is about reframing your mindset. Life throws curveballs, but gratitude changes your perspective. Imagine standing in a storm, soaked in cold. Then, suddenly, you find shelter. That feeling of relief? That's gratitude. Albert Schweitzer once said, "In the hopes of reaching the moon, men fail to see the flowers that blossom at their feet." Example: keep a daily gratitude journal. Write down 3 things you are grateful for. Soon you'll find that even on the toughest days, there are reasons to smile. Gratitude shifts your focus from lack to abundance. It's a mindset that doesn't come naturally, but once cultivated, it transforms your outlook. Takeaway: start a gratitude practice. Reflect on it daily, and notice how it shifts your mood. Apply these rules, and life begins to bloom like a well-tended garden. Imagine waking up with clarity, knowing exactly what your day holds. You'll find your mind is less cluttered. Every decision holds purpose. You move through each day with a relaxed determination, like an artist confidently placing strokes on a canvas. Imagine the peace that comes with gratitude. You relish small joys, like a warm cup of coffee on a rainy day. Those once overwhelming problems now seem manageable, like puzzles you're eager to solve. Success, then, isn't some distant dream. It's a part of your everyday, embedded in your simplified, streamlined life. Picture yourself walking with purpose, no longer running on that exhausting treadmill. You found your rhythm. Hashtag the art of letting it burn. Ever heard of letting it burn? Sometimes, you need to let things dissolve. Consider the Great Chicago Fire of 1871. A massive tragedy, but also a chance for rebirth. the city rose stronger and more resilient. As philosopher Seneca said, fire tests gold, adversity tests brave men. So don't cling to what's lost. Allow the old to incinerate, making way for the new. Your grudges, your failures, all fuel for personal transformation. Let them burn to ashes and move on. Clinging just prolongs suffering. The practical takeaway? What you let go will define you more than what you hold on to. ####the principle of small wins. Don't wait for the big break. Focus on small victories. The story of Oprah Winfrey exemplifies this. She started as a local news anchor, climbing step by step. Now she's an empire. Marcus Aurelius nailed it. The impediment to action advances action. Small wins accumulate over time. Celebrate those little milestones. Each one fuels your momentum. The practical takeaway? Acknowledge every single achievement. They become the bricks that build your dreams. Real life application. Start with morning gratitude. Write down 3 things you're grateful for. This shifts focus from what you lack to what you have. It sets a positive tone for your day. Ready for a 30-day challenge? Every day, find one thing to let go of. A toxic thought, a useless item, or an unproductive habit. Keep a journal of your letting go journey. Notice how lighter you feel. By day 30, you'll have a clearer space, physically and mentally. You'll redefine what truly matters. Take control over what stays and goes. Watch happiness unfold, layer by layer. Lesson 1. The art of letting go. Many cling to grudges like precious jewels, but they weigh us down. Consider Nelson Mandela. After 27 years in prison, he walked free without resentment. Resentment is like drinking poison and then hoping it will kill your enemies. That's Mandela's wisdom. Letting go lightens the load. Feel the freedom. Practical takeaway? Practice forgiveness. Not for them, but for you. Write a list of grievances. Burn it. Release that mental baggage. Watch how your heart soars. Lesson 2. The exposure effect. Avoidance is easy. Facing fears is hard. Theodore Roosevelt once said, "Do what you can, with what you have, where you are." Take the Wright brothers. They faced ridicule, crashed countless times. Yet, they conquered the skies. Practical takeaway? Confront your fear. Daily. Fear of public speaking? Start speaking to a mirror. To friends. Small steps breed courage. Real life application. Set your alarm 30 minutes early. Meditate for 10 minutes. Direct your thoughts to gratitude. Then, tackle those fears. Tiny steps. Today, start a 30-day forgiveness journal. Write one thing to forgive daily. At the end, revisit your progress. Feel lighter, more empowered. It's your life to reclaim. Take charge. Lesson 1. The power of letting go. Life's too short to grasp tightly. Embrace the power of letting go. Consider Thomas Edison. After losing his laboratory to fire, he said, "Thank goodness all our mistakes were burned up. We can start anew." In letting go, Edison found resilience and innovation. Letting go means accepting change, releasing past burdens. It opens doors to new perspectives. As Lao Tzu said, by letting it go, it all gets done. Don't cling to what's sinking you. Shed the weight and breathe easy. Takeaway. Identify what's holding you back. Release it today. Embrace freedom, not fear. Lesson 2. The unseen advantage of vulnerability. Vulnerability isn't weakness. It's raw strength. Remember Brené Brown's research on vulnerability. She found it fuels creativity and growth. Marilyn Monroe, fragile yet powerful, said, "Imperfection is beauty, madness is genius." Her vulnerability made her timeless. Learning to embrace vulnerability cultivates authenticity and courage. Dare to be vulnerable, open up. Share fears, dreams, failures. Rejections and setbacks aren't endpoints. They're stepping stones. Takeaway. Practice honesty with yourself and others. Vulnerability is a bridge, not a barrier. Real life application. Start each day with intention. Meditate briefly. Reflect on vulnerability and letting go. In journaling, write down one fear, one release. Engage in a 30-day vulnerability challenge. Each day, share an honest feeling with someone. Document the journey, growth. Experience your most genuine, liberated self. Let go and open up. Be brave enough to be vulnerable. You'll find life's beauty in the chaos. You're not alone. Embrace this journey fully, with heart. If these principles resonate, hit subscribe. Join a community of seekers aiming for a life rich in happiness and success. I want to hear from you. What small change will you start today? Comment below. Let's spark a conversation about creating a life that's not just lived, but truly cherished.